What's up, Toasty here, and yes, here to talk about what happened at the Game Awards as well, but also I haven't really made a video about the reveal about Monster Hunter Wilds since the reaction. Because I'm really just gathering my thoughts together and everything, like in general and stuff. So what I'm doing is this some gameplay of the final boss in the original main game of Monster Hunter World that no one suspected, to be honest, because I didn't expect it as well and everything. So today I thought maybe we should I'd talk some predictions and what I would like to see as well in this Monster Hunter Wilds as well, because we've all seen the teaser. People's broke down the teaser and that. And I thought, instead of me breaking it down, I'll do something a little bit different. It is. Yeah, Because you see, Fatalis was the DLC, and that was a shocker. And look how that turned out as well. But I just think this one is just absolutely reckless. And it's beautiful how it's been created, And a shocker, because I was first time fighting this, I was so nervous. But anyway, let's get into it about Monster Hunter Wild. So, mostly about 80%, 90% of the people's reaction was a little more like my reaction, emotional and everything. And yeah, even though we have Rise out, I don't play it. I just don't like it. It's just so much on my screen, but that could be for another video if you want. But today I want to also talk about what monster prediction of what final boss in the main game. That's why I'm showing this gameplay footage as well. So, as you see in the trailer, let's break it all down a little bit, should we? Yeah, I think we should. So, to me, like, in the trailer itself, if it wasn't for if it's a long sword or great sword, I think a lot of people would be still puzzleized, A lot of people clicked on with the sword at the back. Me, I wanted to see the back of the angle of the camera, because the camera has always been the same in Monster Hunter, if you've noticed as well. Like so. So, with everything all in, and there's like this, I don't know, stampede or something, and this whole smoke wave and the lightning and stuff. So, what do I feel like should be in the game? Because in the logo, as you see, we have Monster Hunter Wilds, and we have this picture symbol logo at the side, which always means something. It always means something. Now, as you see, it's got two dragon heads with a long body, but also nobody's really clicked onto this, but there's also small dragons as well, besides them as well. So this is what my prediction, and this is what I think we should have in the game, because I don't think we really should have had it yet. I think we should have multiple-headed monster. Now, if you must know of Dragon Dogma, if you've played that, there's a monster in there with multiple heads. If you haven't, have you seen Hercules, the Disney cartoon? Like so. I like that cartoon. And there's this purple monster with multiple heads, and they chop off the head, and then it spawns more heads and stuff like that. We never really had anything like that, I don't think, in Monster Hunter. So here's my I want a prediction, but remember, I could be wrong with this, but I would like to see something like this in the game. With the teaser, you could see the different, changes of weather. Like, there was a storm, there was wind, I think it was Blee's wind, and it changed the whole, land and stuff like that. I think it's multiple element dragons. I think it's a multiple element dragons, where we have a lightning dragon. We have wind. It is, and also I really think Fatalis should come back, but joined on as well. And the reason why of all this is because Fatalis has always made an impact, and they're not gonna leave it saying, right, we'll leave it in Iceborne. So if you get the little picture, what I'm thinking about, remember Dragon Ball Z when that giant dragon and it's got a huge, it looks like a long neck to me, like so, but it's the body and stuff, like that. Well, if you predict like what you see in the symbol, it looks like multiple heads on dragons. And I really think a main boss would be great for multiple element dragon heads on one monster. So we have to use our study in minds, which is the best weapons to use, and it would be more variety as well. Like, instead of using that one element, that's why I'm actually using a poison Safi weapon on this. But it doesn't say, you know what I'm saying? And you can see like the weakness is unknown because it's got multiple elements. It is. And I think like if you cut the head of one dragon, you get like a cutscene. It is, and then you see a different form of like a blast or something, like the storm blast, like you see in a teaser. I think we need something like that down the line. But if they bring something like that in, I don't think that's going to be a main monster. Because, like I said, they want to build something different and creative. Obviously, because they did with this. I mean, if you see the symbol on world, you don't actually see this, do you? You don't actually see this, do you? Like, in general. So, you have to think of it that way as well. What could be the main monster in the main game before DLC? Which is why I think, like, so, a different, multiple element monster is needed. So you can actually, like, so, not Atrion the fucking dragon in this one. I hate that dragon. I can't stand the dragon. You have to fight it twice before Fatalis. And I just couldn't. I just literally couldn't. It drove me insane. And I'm not talking about them kind of elements where it's just switching elements to different things. I'm talking about one head could be like lightning. One head could be wind. Like so, like, what's that dragon called? Oh, Kushya, something. With the tornadoes and stuff like that. That's a dragon. See? And then we have elements of Valkana. It is, if I'm saying it right. Hopefully I'm saying it right as well. I think Valkana will be in the game, 110%. No question about it. You can't leave, that dragon out. That always makes impact. But it's not like a main dragon. But a lot of people, it is. And I totally understand that. Especially the event one of, the tempted one in this one. You just, the armor is grey, but the quest... Yeah, if you're not using hacks, mods, and shit like that to get it done quicker, you're gonna have a wild time. It's the same as this one. Now, I know that could be for another video about the hacks and mods and that, like so, because I do see videos like here on no commentary. And it just says, they've beat this in 2 minutes. They beat this solo, and I'm like, that's impossible. the physically a thing is not impossible. I've tried the same builds and it doesn't work, so that's how I know it's mods and stuff like that. And I just disapprove. I disapprove, but I approve on the monster mods, like the Fatalis one. You know the Fatalis one with the white Fatalis and, you know, multiple monsters mods. I approve on them because I think they should be in the game. You know what I'm saying? But if you're making your Slayer character have more advantage, that's not really playing right to me. That's not really playing right to me. And I've seen people in public hunts do it with different people because I've been in one and I'm like, how the hell? You know, and people were really puzzled that time. But anyway, back to it because I've gone a little bit off track. But that's for another video. It is. So, my predictions is, if you've seen the Hercules Disney cartoon with the purple monster with multiple heads and stuff like that, I really think one of the main monsters should be multiple elements. So you don't know which element to take with you to the main boss. You know what I'm saying? It gives you more variety. It's a different monster altogether. You know, it is. I also think, like, there's a lot that you can basically think about. In the teaser itself, you notice, and a lot of people have mentioned this about the riding situation. I think those are hired pets. I think they're a new situation for the game. Like, you're gonna hire them the same way. Like, so that's how you're gonna get them, and then you can rename them as a pet. Something like that. I'm hoping we still have the cats in the game, and, you know, I don't think we'll have the dogs, because I think it's replaced as the dogs. But who knows? We might have both. We might have the dogs and those. You know, and I think that would be a fun thing too. You know, because as you see with the one thing I like about Rise is you have the cats and dogs, and then you could build builds on them to dominate as well. That's one thing I like about now, where in World you have just a cat, and you could build an OP build. You could build an OP build with, like, yeah, with your cat if you wanted to. So this, you know, this quest, this one, it is. I think it's probably the most underrated, but it's shocking, and it's also creepy. I really think this is creepy. Have you seen its eyes? It's like staring into your soul. It is. It's like staring into your soul when it's looking at you. So, with the teaser itself, I'm guessing it's going to be one of those things that the world's changing between hand. Maybe there might be a quest about it. So I'm also going to talk about my fears. What I don't want in this Monster Hunter Wilds it is, and how it can be a success in 2025 as well. Online service. I'm not sure if you could see through my screen. I guess you can. I'm putting the middle finger up. Do not make it as an online service. I know there's been some issues regarding mods, hacks and stuff like that, you know, and I kind of fear that they say, well, if people's using hacks and mods, you know, because it's just going to ruin Monster Hunter to me. It's going to ruin Monster Hunter, and a lot of games has got online service, like, so not offline, where Monster Hunter World and Rise, you can actually play them offline. You can. I'm playing offline now. Legit. You know, yes, you know, that's the one biggest fear. If they do what they've done with World and Rise, take my money. I don't need to see half the gameplay. Take my money. You know, but they are trying to crack down on mod situations and stuff like that, which I kind of understand because people are just being mindless and spoiling the game for others and stuff like that. But you can't stop mods. And I want to see, even though I don't have PC, I like to watch YouTube videos when people's modded the monster and you see this different monster like the White Fatalis and stuff. I like watching that. Yeah, I would love to play it and fight it, but obviously I can't, you know, at this time. But them's the things that should be, that's epic. Sorry to interrupt, but that's epic. I love that. I love that what's just happened. And then he does this shit with the winds. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So the mods situation, I know I'm saying a lot in this clip. I'm just still excited. I am still excited. But these are the things that I don't want. I don't want just an online service game because people are ruining the game for others by modding and hacking and stuff like that. Legit, like so. I know you can't stop it, it is. And there's some really beautiful mods. Don't get me wrong. This is what I'm saying. I'm always 50-50 with modding. But the people that don't use their voice and make videos and say, hi, I did this in 4 minutes and 5 minutes and stuff, I don't approve on that because I've used the same build and stuff like that. And it's not the same. It takes 10 to 15 minutes. Like so. So if mine's the same build as that, in general, and I just copied the build because you do put the build for you, that means it's not legit. That means it's not legit. So I class that as a scam build because you're using hacks and mods. Simple. That's what I don't like as well. I don't like them in public hunts. And I don't like them to do that on YouTube. It is. And people buy into it thinking, wow, this is a great run, speed run, and it isn't. It isn't. To me, it isn't. But I kind of don't like speed runs. And I'll tell you why as well. That's another topic as well. It's because you need to enjoy the fight. You know, and you need to enjoy the fight it is. I really think so. Oh my god, see that face? That's the face that it's just staring into your soul like, you know. But yeah, but back to what I was saying, like, that's a situation that we need to come to when it comes to Monster Hunter Wilds. You know, it is. Yeah, you can't stop mods and everything, but I kind of disapprove, but I also approve. So if you understand my situation, it is, now you know. Because, like I said, there's a lot of mods that's beautiful and make the game great. And that's what keeps the game going, they say. But to me, I've already seen people on consoles still play this game after 6 years. Like, it doesn't make a difference to me. It makes a little bit. But if you can't use the mods, then it's not going to make an impact on you, is it? Is it? Like so. And that's what I always think before going in public hunts. You know, like so. So, because you have to be open-minded to these situations. But that's my 2 cents on the mods situation as well. And as for Wilds, like, it's going to get the same thing. It's obviously going to get the same thing. It obviously is. You know, but this online service is being just a craven thing in 2023, and they're trying to transfer gaming into that. And it says it stops hacks and mods. You must be fucking joking, right? Look at the online service games you see. They still hack and mod. It doesn't stop shit. So I think it's just an excuse. So as you see, there's two sides of the coin. I feel. Oh, he's doing that fucking move again. Like I said, this is just an insane quest. And this was the main boss, and I really think it's underrated because he's just beautiful and amazing. Yes, I like Fatalis, but this one, wow. They've done a great job on it. So, what do I think, like, in general with the teaser? And my predictions on the next reveal. Well, the 20th anniversary of Monster Hunter is basically gone. So I'm hoping they bring something to Iceborne and not to Rise, because they already bringing DLC and a lot of shit to Rise, and I don't play Rise. Maybe bring something to Iceborne as a DLC. I really think, even if it's just costumes or decorations for your room, that's another thing as well. Your room. What about the rooms? Like, how's that gonna work in Wilds? This is a thing. But I've always thought, and I don't know why I thought this, time traveling. I really thought time traveling would be a thing when I saw the teaser. I don't know why. Like, time traveling, like, traveling back into the wilds of the wasteland and traveling to up-to-date generation. We might see some old characters. I would like to see that. And some new characters as well. Like, some new characters going back in time to see the old ones that's still alive after the aftermath of Fatalis. And then maybe Fatalis ends going back up to the generation, and we might see an upgraded Fatalis. There you go. There's your DLC story. There's your motherfucking DLC story right there. Right there itself. I really have. And then when he goes back into the generation, up-to-date generation, he changes. He changes because he fights a monster with an element and destroys him, and he changes, just like Ray J. Ray J, when he pulls the unicorn, I say fucking unicorn, but the lightning, and he eats it, and he transforms it to this furious Ray J. That's what I think Fatalis might do, But I've always thought time traveling. What do you guys think? I really think time traveling, it looked like in the teaser, it felt that way to me as well. So I still have a lot of thoughts. What do you guys think? Do you guys think, the DLC might have to do with some time traveling? Like, they might have technology, and there's a lot of hunters so confused, and I think it would be like a laughable chuckle, it is. But there's a disaster or something, and the monster, a certain or unactive monster, has reached the time traveling machine or something, or the portal. A portal, because you can have fucking portals in this game. You can. You would be able to. I know it won't be in a realistic form, but it'll be something just to look up to, because if this is the next generation stuff, you can't really stay with the classics all the time. You can't. You have to have an open mind, you know what I mean? Like so. And then they say, how is, like, Fatalis, they said, possible, he's dead, we killed him, stuff like that. And then you see this other monster, and then Fatalis just destroys him, and then he changes into like a kind of a white Fatalis, but a different version of it than the modded version. But guys, what do you guys think altogether? Like I said, I still have a lot of thoughts and that, and I can't fit them all in this video, but what do you think? Do you think there should be a multiple-headed monster? Do you think there should be some time traveling? It is. And what monsters would you like back in the game? Personally, I do feel Fatalis should come back into the game. I think this might come back into the game, you know? Like, so, you don't know. So, what do you guys think? I think Spiky Boy, I call Spiky Boy, you know, yeah, I think he's a huge miss as well. Let me know. Let me know what you think Monster should come back into Wilds and what they should add. Should they add some classic monsters what hasn't been in? Let me know down in the comments. And see you all there. Happy hunting and take your health potions, right? Take your health potions. Awake.